Coming up on the round 100K edition of the Multi-Jev, as always, you're trying to turn $10 into $100,000 punting on the footy.
It is an absolute banger of a round to bet on the footy this week. It starts with a banger in GWS Dogs and ends in a banger in Gold Coast at home against West Coast. That is the creme de la creme. Mm-hmm. We put on a banger of a multi. You know where to find us. At 100K Sports, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. Like, subscribe, send to a mate. Let's go.
Your mum looks good in a sundress. Let's go. Subscribe. Welcome back to the show. It's officially round one, and already the Cats, the Hawks, and the Blues are officially done. Zambreros was packed selling $30 nachos, and Petrarca played so well he definitely didn't eat his shit tacos. It was goals galore. The package kicked a big bag, and the Saints fans haven't stopped crying after Nas finally had his first tag. So strap yourself in for another big week as we have a full slate of games and we're ready to eat. Welcome back to the show where every week we get together, we collect our best bets for the week, and we slap a cool, hard, crisp $10 in pursuit to try and win $100,000. As always, boys, we are proudly brought to you by PointsBet Statmate. Can't wait for another huge 2026 Footy's back. Jev, good to be back.
Great introduction, Das. It is so back. Round one. We're going to see all 18 teams this weekend. What's the difference between Carlton and a vibrator? The vibrator actually finishes what it starts. I butchered it at the end. The vibrator actually finishes what it starts. There we go.
That's not bad. And
Quitters.
Nice. And the captain of the ship, Long Dong Silver, Riley West lookalike. Luke Morgan, ladies and gentlemen.
Footy is officially back for the second week in a row, Jev. And how good was footy? And I can't wait to talk more about it. I've got a lot I want to get out of me, but they're in the segments, so come back to me. I'm fired up.
If anyone wants to know how Morgs used to play footy, go and watch Matty Roberts' 2 goals Thursday night for the Swans. That was back. Morgs. Left footer, same player, look alike. That is, it just picture Morgs.
So this is our second official show of the year. So if anyone is new, we get together every week. We try and turn $10 into $100,000 punting on the footy, which will be in the second third. First bit is a bit of footy chat, and the last bit, if you make it to the last third, it's the ramble. It's the Wild West. It is. It's some gunslinging bets. So
it's the Wild West.
Here's a what. So let's get into it, boys. It's time for everyone's favourite finger on the pulse. The ups and downs in the footy world. What do we need more or less of? It's time for ups and downs, or more or less. Morgs, finger me.
First up, the Swans second half, up. That was unbelievable. I found myself high on the Swans this year, and I sort of didn't realise I was. But I think the Swans, are going to be awesome this year. I said it last week. We haven't seen a fight back like that since Jules Neal's last 3 months. Honestly, that's seriously, that was incredible. I had a look. So they kicked 75 points in a quarter, 12 goals. Yes, Carlton were down and out, but kicking 12 goals in a quarter is fucking impressive. Doesn't matter if it's local footy, AFL level. I just thought that was incredible. They're going to do that to some sides. Maybe not 12 goals, because I think that was a record since the 60s. But they are going to put some points on some teams, and I thought that was bloody impressive.
I like it. Good start, Jev.
Up the Gold Coast. Playing on the Gold Coast, living on the Gold Coast, being on the Gold Coast. It's just cool. It's a great vibe, great weather. It's a cool stadium, people's first, and they are going to give teams the business all year up there. Don't be afraid to jump on the bandwagon, because it's just a great place to be.
It is.
If your side's going to be shit early, I'm not going to name any, we'll see this weekend, just get off them. Go to a couple of trips on the Gold Coast and just be a Gold Coast supporter this year. It's going to be, so you still got to love your team, but jump on that Gold Coast bag. It is just a great place to be. The hotel me and Dar stayed at was just unbelievable. So, yeah. It's a good place.
I got to piggyback off that. I would love to move to the Gold Coast. The Crown Plaza was elite. Elite facilities, incredible bed. We finally got a separate bed. The aircon was maybe a little bit too cold. The all-white sheets were awesome. Unfortunately, the cleaners will be working overtime to get the noodle box out that Jeff put all over them. They're going to have to throw that out. But why would you not want to go live up on the Gold Coast? I love everything about it. Again, that was my first more of that.
It doesn't get talked about much, but it will be interesting to see whether it played. Like, obviously, Petrarca was the first big fish probably that went up there. Apparently, he's just been cooking on the penthouse and just loving life. But it's only going to get more prevalent. Obviously, Kerno going to Sydney, same thing. But yeah, why wouldn't you want to go up there?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting as well with Tassie coming in if it's the complete opposite. Anyway, we'll look forward to it. More or up? Opening round. I'm sold. So I actually like the fact there was only 5 games. I found myself, every time I tuned into the footy, it felt like I was watching a final.
Yep.
Every game felt more important. And then it got 10 minutes in and I was like, It's actually just opening round. It was still great, but it wasn't a final. I was going to message you boys on the Gold Coast, the Sydney game. You weren't there, obviously, but the GWS game. Like, I was watching that like it was a prelim. And I just felt like every time there was a game, it felt like a semi-final. So I think, obviously, Adelaide have put their hand up for next year. And everyone's saying, well, why don't just every team play? But I actually like the fact, like, why don't you give Adelaide one, keep it to 5 games. You're still going to have one in Melbourne like they did. Collingwood St Kilda, that felt like a grand final.
Yes.
And then it was a bit of a dog's breakfast of a game. But I think opening round, I've flipped. I'm all in on it, and I like the 5 games.
Thoughts on, I'm not sure if this is a down for you, but the AFL missed the trick on not having a game on yesterday for the public holiday?
Yeah, I saw the comments. I think we were the only state that did. So, yes, but I just don't know.
Don't need it.
Yeah, I
don't
don't
need
think
it. It was fine.
More
Just
footy.
jumping on that, and as you said it, this week it is Swans Brisbane on Saturday night, and at the exact same time is Collingwood Adelaide Saturday night.
Shit
so
is.
you can have a TV and a laptop to watch it, or go to a pub or something. It's like, yeah, the standalone games for the whole weekend are just awesome. I've got it down here. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, Das. The Saints begged. They begged for Collingwood at the G on opening round and absolutely dogged it.
Bottled it.
Dogged it, bottled it. So that little request is going to fall on deaf ears next year. It's the same old Saints. You know, I call them the Showtime Swans.
Yep.
Same old Saints.
Yeah, it's fair.
Nothing's changed.
That's fair.
Up for me, some cool names. Dane Zorko, Zane Zakalansky, and Max Gruzevsky. So I don't mind the Z's in it. There's a lot of Z's, the commentator's nightmare, but I don't mind the Z's.
My up is your pronunciation of the name.
Yes.
You should have practiced out there.
Yes, I should have. But I like all the Z's, and
Yeah,
it's nice.
not a bad
It's
up.
an up for me.
I've got a lesser or down. Macca's breakfast shuts at 11:30. Breakfast goes to 12, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. At least have the McMuffin still live till 12. Yeah, breakfast is pre-noon, and the fact you can't get a McMuffin at 11:45 is wrong and it needs to be fixed. And Macca's, as a food sponsor of the AFL, it is our responsibility, I think, to take a stand.
When did they change that? I thought it was full day.
Well, it went to
all day.
12 and it's gone back to 11:30.
I thought it was
So
all day Maccas.
I just think we need to go order 100 McMuffins.
Jeff,
Up at the GWS Rehabilitation Clinic. If you got a bad reputation, you get stuck up in the Melbourne bubble, can't get your off-field stuff right, go to the GWS Rehab Clinic. We've seen career best form or return to form from Clayton Oliver, Jesse Hogan, Jake Stringer, Jaden Laverde. Go to GWS, live on Bondi Beach in that perfect weather, live by Toby Green and Adam Kingsley's non-negotiable standards, and you will return to career best form. What they do there is unbelievable. We caught up with Finn Callahan where he lives in Bondi, and it is just
Paradise.
It is it. And he's about 30 minutes from training, which is fine.
Yep.
You go a bit west, and then they all just go to steak nights every night or trivia nights, and they just hang out together, and no one knows who the fuck they are.
that's the thing. I think I initially thought when GWS came in, they're living like the West. They are living in the best spot.
Like Bondi.
Why wouldn't you? You think about Guinea. Guinea lives in Richmond now. Now has to drive to Dingley to train.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So it
We're
happens
doing the
everywhere.
opposite.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's horrible.
I'd rather live on Bondi.
Boys, I've got a down. It's a big down. Men's health at the moment. Like, there's been a restriction being put on.
Okay.
Not sure if anyone knows. Corn Hub, Red Tube, Ucorn,
What's this?
all of them. All the adult film sites have been barred.
Okay.
You can't get one out, but I do have 2 here. I made sure I went through. X-Hamster's still up and XNXX. So they're still up and running, boys. Sometimes it's a few more home movies and backyard jobs than I'd like. But sometimes when you need some water, you got to have a drink out of the river, Jeff. You just have to still get to work. Relieve yourself, lads. Look after yourself. That's X-Hamster and XNXX. They're
Or
still up.
Judd highlights.
Yeah, at least you're providing value. So thank you.
They're up. So that's a down, but I'm giving the lad pilot. Anyone want to get on board? Men's health. Well done.
More Nickelback Grand Final Day steam is building. So
it?
I went to a studio last week and someone went up to me and goes, "Is Nickelback actually playing the grand final?" So we're putting the message out there.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're manifesting now. I think we're gaining some steam. So we need to get Chad Kruger on board because he'll be keen. But yeah, I think we're getting places.
Do you reckon if it does happen, everyone will just think it's not because it started here. Like they already had it in the whim. Like we won't get any credit for it.
We won't. I don't want credit for it.
Nah. As long as we get to go out there and sing it.
Correct.
I want a bit of credit for it.
Yeah,
you know
that's
how you know how sometimes you say something out loud and then all of a sudden you see ads for that thing
Yes.
on your phone. Yeah, we should walk past Andrew Dillon in his pocket. Nickelback. His photograph will start playing, and all of a sudden he's like, "I don't mind this shit."
We need to get an intern of the AFL on board.
Just all go Nickelback.
That's so smart, Jeff.
Down the Hawks. Didn't get any better. Some of us picked it. I have the perfect take on Hawthorn later in the show.
Can't wait for it.
I have the perfect take.
Okay.
A take that's coming up.
That'll be in about 3 hours time.
A take that's coming up quicker than Harry Morrison's dropping. Stay tuned. It's the perfect take.
I've got one. It's sort of on the back of your one a few ones ago, but it's a massive up. The MCG. As you said, it was a fizzer of the game, but we went to a lot of the other grounds. SCG, Gold Coast was nice, but being back at the G.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looked
boy.
elite.
It
Looked
is
incredible.
so
It was
good.
in good shape.
The seats that we had,
Yeah.
it was like going from Jetstar to Qantas.
Legit.
Yep.
Oh, it was so good. So MCG footy back. That is my biggest more. Give me more of it. I'll be there this week.
That's
Morgs, any more?
worthiness. Yeah, I got a quick more. Just Jev's nuffiness and just nuffiness in general. I just want blokes to be all in because footy is back. I do have a video here. Friend of the show, Tommy Sheridan from Oz American Aces. He sent me this in. He said this is for Jev in relation to his nuffiness. So here it is.
Yeah, g'day boys. Just a quick one for Jevy. Can we get a little bit of an update on the carry-on from the SCG last week? I mean, have we seen anyone overreact more? He just beat the Blues. He's joined us live on Hotline, and he's talking about the Showtime Swannies winning the flag again. How much money has he wasted on the PointsBet app just backing this side in? I mean, seriously, Skull and Beers out of Chadley Warner's signed boots that he asked you to probably auction off and go halves with. What an absolute pelican this bloke is. I hope you enjoyed the opening round win because you won't get another one in March. You got the Premiers, you got the Hawks, you got the bye. They call it March Madness for a reason, Jevy. Good on you, boys. Love the pod.
It's not bad from you, Tommy. It is belt to our season. I would love to have a bet with you that the Swans will be there prelim final weekend. Either you can say no or you can pick any other team that will be there or whatever you want, but the Swans will be there prelim final weekend. And you say I'm going to auction off Chad's boots, or I should. Chad, he does love cash.
He wouldn't mind that idea.
He does loves cash. Don't walk past his phone and say that too loud. or he will get the idea.
Auction.
Boots for cash. No, don't do that. No, not bad from you, Tommy, but it's sometimes things look different, Morgs. And
they do. I've always said
you
that.
can call me a nuffy all you want, but you just wait to see what's coming up around the corner.
Do you have any more?
One quick up. Jake the Mudflat Waterman.
Oh, yes.
He's the man.
Great call.
If you're listening to this on Thursday or Friday, we released an on-air with Jake Waterman on Wednesday. He's the fucking man, Das. Yep. He is just a good bloke, such a good chat. I hope everyone likes it. I think everyone will. It's like talking to one of your mates.
Yep.
He's just good. He thinks he's a specky bag. Basically, he goes, he can see Mac Andrew taking Mark of the Millennium on him this weekend. So he's the man.
What a
massive fan.
He's just got big shoulders. Now, let's piggyback off the back of more or less. So one of our favourite shows, First Things First, Bruce Art, he's got a thing. I don't like it, I love it. Okay. So I'm going to say a few segments. Morgs, you go first, and Jev, and you tell me whether you don't like it or you love it.
Okay.
Collingwood's high mark game plan.
I like it, Jev.
I don't like it.
Yeah, fair enough. Harris Andrews suspension.
I'm keen to hear Jev's thoughts. I think he absolutely cleaned him up. So I just expected it to be 3, but I don't love it.
I had no idea when we saw it live. I'm like, how many weeks is that? I thought 1, definitely, maybe 2, 3 feels like a lot.
Yeah, but
I didn't love it. Like he knocked him out cold.
Yeah. I think 3's high.
He got it wrong. But
is it still at 3?
Yep.
Yeah, he's appealing right now. So we'll see.
Opening round.
I absolutely love it.
I don't like it. I love it. I love it.
Geelong's flag chances in 2026.
I don't like it. No.
Yeah, I don't like it
at all.
Dan Gorringe going at the media.
I love it. I absolutely love it. His statement last night was the best part of it all. Obviously, I don't think he's handled it. If he did it again, I think he'd handle it slightly different. But his statement last night couldn't have been more classy. He's trying to disrupt the media, and we love disruption. The only regret he has is how it's ended up with Doc and this function. So, yeah, I think he's been humble. He's been brash, but humble when he needed to be. So, overall, I love it.
Jeff?
I don't like it. I love it. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'd love that he's just doubling down and he does not give a fuck what he's saying. Just calling them all rats. The way he calls Matthew Lloyd, all of them. And I'm just like, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about old man media. He cares about the new age. This is how we cover footy. And he just keeps doubling down. I can't believe it.
He'll be making more money than all of them.
Yeah,
so
I love Jared Waitley. I love all these guys. But I can't believe how he's going about it.
Do you know what I haven't heard yet? Has Kane Corns talked about it yet?
Yeah, him and Kingy started the show with
Okay, so was he pro or against?
He actually didn't really have an opinion.
No, so at the end, they went to do a pick and stick at the end, and there's like 2 names there, and he's like, "You can't do it."
It was going to be Gorge and Wheatley. Yeah.
I think that's really interesting because I just can't believe how many of these media members haven't realised what it is. It's like wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling isn't real, it's a show. And Kane Corns is the epitome of that. And I guarantee you that Kane's like, I can't go too hard at this because this is what I do. They're on TV. They're entertainers. They're not reporters. Like Matthew Lloyd, I mean, he's having a go at him for not having any character. Did you hear him say that he could talk to his bedroom wall and have the same listeners?
Yeah.
So I just think, I can't believe how many people have bought in that it's real and it's Dan the person. This is Goz, DDF. It's a show. It's interesting to watch.
And he beats them all. His numbers beat them all.
Yeah.
He'll keep going.
He's ahead of them all.
Now, boys, I've got a couple more things before we slide through and we actually get into the multi. What narrative are we putting to bed after opening round, Morgs?
Yeah, so I saw this on the run sheet and I took it a bit differently. I'm not putting a narrative to bed. I'm getting it up in the morning. I'm bringing a narrative out of bed that I want to talk to very quickly. So it just dawned on me. Blues got pounced on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Lions, obviously they got done, but won the premiership last year. They're going for, a three-peat. So 2015, the ladder, the Lions won 4 games, Carlton won 4 games.
Okay.
2017, the Lions won 5 games, Carlton won 6.
Okay.
2018, the Blues won 2 games, the Lions won 5. Since then, from 2015 to 2018, Carlton had 19 wins, the Lions had 17.
Right.
Just dismal. Since 2018, Carlton have had 2 finals wins, Lions have had 11 and 2 premierships. That is a stark contrast of a blue blood club, not pun intended, of the Carlton Footy Club being, the most famous club in the land, and the Brisbane Lions. How does roughly 10 years go so differently and so poorly? You said something in the text chain last night, Jev, that we might not see Carlton win a premiership in your lifetime, like you've constantly said for the Bombers. Where has it exactly gone wrong for the Blues?
We got rid of Tom Bell. He was a nice player. No, actually, no, we drafted him. No.
Like 11 finals wins to 2. And at that period, we had 2 more wins from 2015 to 2018. Like bottom of the barrel, and Brisbane have rebuilt 3 times.
Yeah,
I just wanted to put on watch. I don't even know what I want you to say.
They got Cameron in. They got Lockie Neal in. They got... how long they had Harris Andrews at that stage? They've
got
drafted
Harris
really
Andrews
well.
at pick 59 or
Do
something.
you find it interesting that in that period, Michael Voss was the coach? Now the coach at Carlton. Like it's just... It is unbelievable. So I don't know what I want from you.
It's great, but
I just want to get it out of bed.
I've got a bit on Carlton later.
It's true. Like losers lose. Like Oscar Allen was at West Coast and he's brought that across to Brisbane. Hey, bring us your best skills. Now Brisbane lose. Like they lose the unlosable. Like sometimes if you're a loser, you just come across the loser.
Yeah, we're cooked.
Yeah, Jev?
What narrative are we putting to bed? Nas is better than Nick Dacos.
Yes.
That goes to bed for minimum 3 months, 12 weeks, or he's got to beat him head to head, which they probably don't play again this year, or he's got to beat him in a final. That
Good
is
answer.
in bed.
Good answer.
Like put to bed.
Yep.
And it was simple. He just beat him head to head and outplayed him, had 40 to 19.
I appreciate you clearing it up for us.
Just going to have to rehash that one next year. Like that wants to be.
Yeah, you can have another crack next year.
I still
or
think
beat
you
him.
can be Nas fan.
Yeah,
obviously.
or beat him in a final or something, but that is in bed.
One I've got
tucked
here.
in. Good night.
The Giants are too slow and missing too many stars.
Okay.
They were brutal. I was wrong.
Yep.
I didn't think that they could have won that game like the way that they did. And they're only going to get stronger. Like I was one to say they might even drop out of the 10 if they've got this many injuries. I was wrong. This is a narrative I'm putting to bed. These guys, as I said, they're only going to get stronger. They're getting more plays. They come back. If they can still win the next month and then get their stars back, watch out. There must be something in the water at Bondi because they turn it around pretty quick. They said Clary came back too fat and they just looked after him.
Yeah.
And they just got him right. He's like, fuck, these guys train really hard.
Just hard working beasts. And like Stringer in his first year there just kept doing hammies because of how hard they trained.
Yep.
Now in his second year, like, holy fuck, your second preseason training that hard.
Yep.
Kicks 5 goals 4 on Josh Weddle. So
Do you know what I noticed from that game? Obviously, there's been a little bit of like, are they too old? Sort of like bit like Collingwood. Because they had the 8 outs, they looked incredibly young on the weekend. So it was almost like a net positive in the way that they looked really young and just hammered the Hawks.
Oh, and I was thinking about this before. I love Connor Iden. Like, I think he's like the best back pocket in the league. They've found another one in Joe Fonte. Did the job on Nick Watson.
The Font.
So now it's sort of like, think of that back six. So they're going to have Sam Taylor, Jack Buckley, maybe Jaden Laverde. They're going to have Fonte and Iden playing on blokes. Then they're going to have Whitfield and Ash flying off the half back line.
We got halfway through the game. I'm like, who the fuck's that? He's like, Laverde. I'm like, he went to the Giants.
Yeah.
I thought that as well.
I completely forgot.
That's as good as back six is the comp, Scott.
Yeah.
Well done, Gwis.
Good. Well done.
Heat check, just very quickly. Just wanted to see, I asked you when you guys got back from opening round, you went 4 or 5 games. Just something that, what are you hot on? You're not too sure about. Yeah, you just wanted to have a heat check, see how you're feeling and put it on notice.
I tipped it to be a Swans Suns grand final last week.
That's hot.
that's on Hot Watch after 1 week.
So true.
That's on Hot Watch. They were the 2 best teams, and the Hawks have the best back 6. That is something I'm putting on watch, or I'm not sold on after opening round.
Yep.
Gruchevsky, Jesse Hogan, and Jake Stringer bullied them.
Yep.
Destroyed them. And then I just had that take on GWS. Now I think GWS might have the best back 6, and Hawthorn will still be top 5, top 8. Like, they're still good, but maybe it's not as good as it was last year. And it's the smallest margins. Yeah. Anyway, you
Heat check. There's something you know when you're making threes, the boys will just keep giving it to you, so we'll just keep going until we get it wrong. But something that I need another look at before we can really cement this is Christian Petrarca the best player at the Suns?
Yeah, it's a great call.
It is a great call.
It's
the perfect segment.
We need a heat check it for a few more weeks, but they've got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Is he the best player at the Suns?
Can we not make the call until we see Matt Rao play with them?
No, that's what I mean. It's a heat check.
Yeah, that's so true.
On the weekend, like, you look how stacked they are.
Yeah.
You got the Brownlow medalists. You got Anderson, who most thought was going to get way more votes. You got Touk Miller to gun. You got Bailey Humphrey there. You've got all these young guns.
It's a perfect
Petrarca comes in. It's like, is he their best player?
Yeah.
3rd Brownlow medal favourite.
Let's come back and look at this. That's heat check, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a great
That's
segment.
nice. All right, ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Yes, I'm happy with this.
All right, here we go. Stock market. We're going to try and fly through this. These are some of the markets that have come in. So Brownlow medal. So this was 25th of the 9th, 2025. DT's got here. Thank you, DT, out the back. Clary Oliver for the Brownlow was $151. He's coming to $51 as of the other day.
Big price.
Errol Goulden was $41. He's coming to $13 now. So a lot of money for Errol. Ed Richards, a couple of weeks ago, $67 into $41.
How did we not be? How were we not
Still
on that?
41.
Yeah, that we have to be.
41. Yeah. Lockie Neal, 51 into 31.
Oh, he's sleeping 10 hours a night, man.
I can't see that. But it's still a big price.
Bro's a bachelor now. He gets
True,
good night reps.
A heap of money's coming for Sam Walsh. 81 a few weeks ago into 26 after the other night.
That's you.
Yeah, thank you. Toby Green. This is a watch. $501 into 201.
Dobe's hammered Sam Walsh.
Yeah.
He's hammered him. We were just sitting there. He was putting zins in and putting money on Walsh.
Have I what? Absolutely hammered him in. So another couple here, boys.
Kicking, I noticed.
Another couple here. So we have for the Rising Star.
Here we go.
So Jagger was at 7s at his most. He's into like $1.85.
I could not believe
$2. So Leo Lombard, $51 into 17.
Oh,
Yeah,
we had to
that's
have
good.
a Becky on that.
So that's a massive one. Gold
plays a
Coast
good
were at
role.
$13. They're now into $5.
Premiership favourites.
Yep. So that's pretty much the biggest mover in all of that.
I've single-handedly moved the Swans from about 17 to 750, I think.
No, you 100% have. Jesse Hogan was at 15, now into 7.
Yeah,
he's come in. They're happy with how he's looking. And Ben King was at $10 for the Coleman, now into $4.25. And Charlie Curno's gone from $6 to $4.75.
Ben King will have 8 games this year that he has 5 kicks, 4 goals. He's just low possession, high impact.
It was a miss from us not getting on the 10s.
Yeah.
Someone out there did. Hey, great segment, Darcy.
Thanks,
Done it
mate.
again.
It's always nice to see where the market's moving.
I love stock market.
And there's only one little sample size, but a few weeks we'll get into it. Before we move on,
Those odds, thanks to PointsBet, of course.
PointsBet, of
Good
course,
friends.
the greatest book in the land, the book that we're trying to rinse. Jeb, quick touch on the pyramid. We've had 10 teams play.
Yeah, it happens quick, Morgs. So
does.
straight away, Harris Andrews misses 3 weeks.
Yep.
Gone.
Gonskis.
Hugh McCluggage misses 3 weeks. Errol couldn't have played better. Nas couldn't have played worse. Nick Dacos was unbelievable. Bailey Smith was pretty average.
Yeah.
And then straight on my radar or stiff, I've got 2 new maggots here.
Okay.
Christian Petrarca and Bailey Humphrey.
Petratos.
Great call.
Petrarca, I could just put him right there, right now if I want.
Yep.
And Bailey Humphrey, it was great. He kicked 4 goals. He's got West Coast, Richmond, Melbourne. He could be on 20 goals by round 4.
Yep, it's a great call.
Yeah.
great call. And
I hope he gets on the pyramid. And he's a star and he looks like Fev and he plays like Fev.
Does he what?
And me and Das were just watching him like, he's confident and powerful and he's a good person to have a podcast with every 3 weeks.
Isn't he what?
It's going to be must listen next week on air with Bailey Humphrey.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I hope he kicks a big bag.
So
All right,
what?
guys, that's a first third. Bit of a...
Longer third.
we're talking shit. Let's get into the good stuff. All right, coming up next, we've got the 100K multi. Ooh, we're back. All right, guys, we are back for the second third.
Great sting.
Finally, great sting, awesome ad reads, everything. It's the media team out the back. Everyone's doing great. Michael, Christian, Mary, and
Michael.
Michael came in with a Parma from the pizza shop.
Unbelievable. Did you have a bite? No. Insane. All right, so what we're going to do every week, guys, we try and turn $10 into $100,000 punting on the footy. Last week's results, 9 out of 19 legs.
Ooh,
we went around
not enough.
69%.
We did.
Not enough. Jeff, stiff legs.
So Connor McDonald for 1. Don't know what he did pre-season, but whatever it was, wasn't good
back a lot.
Yeah. Xavier O'Halloran for 13, only had 9. I text Morgs saying that leg's going on ice for a couple of
I was actually rooting for Lockie Ash. I even put it in the Discord. I go, hopefully the single cab. I thought we were on Lockie Ash.
He said Xavier
Lockie Ash had about 30 and 1.
He said Xavier.
Yeah, I know. It's on me, but anyway.
Sam Darcy for 4, only kicked 2, wasn't good enough. Cam Rayner for 2, only kicked 1, cost us a lot of money not kicking 2. Bond for 21, had 19. Hugh McDamage needed 22, got injured on 4, only played about 10 minutes. Nas over 29.5, had 19, that wasn't good enough. Nas for 2, he only kicked 1. Jack Higgins for 2, not sure he did a pre-season, Jack Higgins, he only kicked 1. And Mason Wood for 2, only kicked 1 as well.
One thing we have to talk about now is no voiding of the bets. So we're going to have to go to the people above at PointsBet, because when you could if someone got subbed before half time, it's a void.
Yeah.
There's no sub anymore because there's 5 on the bench.
Good point.
So a multi went down. And I'm like, we're going to get a void for that in the personals. And we're like, no, we're not.
Nah, PointsBet just don't void, so...
I think if someone,
Yeah.
if they're visibly out, we'll see if we can get that going.
We will. We'll speak to the higher ups.
But some good legs. Dempsey for 13, Bear for 1, Track for 1, Took for 20, Jesse Hogan for 2, Watson for 1, Ed Richards for 20, he had 30 and 2, Will Ashcroft for 22 plus had 30, and Zach Bailey for 1. So we still had some good legs.
Yeah,
When we did it, we're like, if the good players all do their role, which should hit, we just had some that were a little bit long.
So last week we took Sam Darcy at, I'm not sure what legs you guys are about to read out, but we took Sam Darcy at that 7-1 for $4. Let's just have more $1.80, $2 legs this week.
Yep.
And let's bring our floor and ceiling closer together here.
And would love to highlight last year we would come in, the multi would be on. Multi not on yet. So we'll read out the legs, we'll rendezvous and in the ramble.
Rendezvous.
Now, of course, if you are new, we never do Thursday, Friday night footy because it gives us enough time to do the multi, edit it, get it out to you guys, and then rather than you listen on a Friday and the multi's already on, we've lost.
It's cooked.
Yeah, so we always start weekend football. So let's kick off.
Please.
Western Bulldogs, Giants, Marvel Stadium, I've got written here, should be a cracker. Jev, who do you have?
I got to start with my Sam Darcy update. So we're on the road for Sam Darcy 100. He's only on the 2 so far, Lou. So
that's all right.
not enough at the moment. Let me just tick this off.
Tick it off, pal.
There's 2.
Why Jev's doing that, I must say...
2 of 100.
Oh my God, guess what the line is?
What is it?
Bulldogs minus 20.5.
Jesus. This is going to be points. Points, and more points. I'm spewing it's the first game. The Giants played at Marvel 3 times last year. They kicked 110, 104, then got a bath by the Dogs and only kicked 44 points, right?
Yep.
And the Dogs averaged 103 points a game under the lid last year. The over-under is 190.5. The Dogs beat the Giants 132-44 in round 21 last year. So worst case scenario, that was 176.5 points. Yep. And that is worst case scenario. That's the Giants kicking 44 points. We can get $1.48 for over 180.5 points, which is 90 each, which is going to happen. The Dogs fart 120 at Marvel, and the Giants kick goals. I think we have to take it. The Dogs and Lions was 217 points in opening round.
Yep.
The GWS and the Hawks was 217 points as well in opening round. And the Lions only 190.5. So I know it's the first game, so maybe we don't take the 190, but I like
180.
I like 180, some sort of over. Tell me if you're picking up what I'm putting down. But if you want to pull them leg for a same game multi on this game, over 204.5 is $3.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Little legs like this. Yep. But Sam Darcy 2, Jesse Hogan 2. Darcy couldn't have played much worse on Harris Andrews and still walked off the field with 2 goals and 10 touches. Yep. Now he gets the Giants without Sam Taylor under the lid. First game. Let's just take 2. But this has 5. It has 8 shots written all over it. So, but just 2. And Jesse Hogan 2. He kicked 3 against the league's number 1 back 6. Now he gets the Lobster on a fast track. Hogan 2, Darcy 2. That's $1.85 combined right there.
Yeah, really nice.
So I'll take Jesse home 2, Sam Darcy for 2.
You're so right about being disappointing. This is the first game.
It's a point. This is
big
Cashville.
I want to apologise.
Okay.
Not to the audience, but more so to you guys.
Okay.
I might bring the rest of the show's quality down.
Why?
Because this is the perfect league. Like, leagues don't get much better than this. Okay. So they say
God.
you're either a cat or a dog person.
Okay.
I'm a Tim English person. Okay. The translucent crayfish. And a bit like a cat or a dog, he's tall, slightly awkward, and occasionally wanders into the wrong room.
Okay.
All right. It's the perfect Saturday Arvo leg. The translucent cray for 16 plus at $1.42. He's $1.29 for 15. Wanted to note that because I thought that jump was actually pretty crazy. $1.29 to $1.42 for the one disposal. If he's having 15, he's going to have 16, is he not? I would have thought so. He's 100% his last 6, his last 3 against Gwis, 20, 23, 17. Ring, ring, hello, I wrote. That is a good bet. I just want to bet on Tim English. We dabbled with goals last year, but he's hit and miss. He'll kick 3 one week, and then he won't kick 1 for another month. So 16 disposals. I'm utilising this new individual disposal tracker on PointsBet. Good friends. Crayfish has got to be in, doesn't he?
Yeah, I like him. I think he's going to be running around. Briggsy will be there, and I think under the lid, he had a massive task on the weekend. So you think he'd be coming in with a bit of confidence. He actually played pretty well.
He won in the game. He kicked the sealer. So.
I'm going to be on talk about heat check. Rucks at Marvel. One to watch.
So you're going to watch and then come back to us.
Okay.
Yes.
Heat check watch.
Boys, give me the Bulldogs red rocket. The red tip of the lipstick, the red-headed Rudolph, the left-footed red stick ripper, Ed Richards.
The red stick rip is brilliant.
So I've got him here for 25. This might be a bit too much in the first game, but he's a star.
Yep.
He's their star midfielder where Bont might sit a lot more forward. He had 30 on the weekend against arguably the best midfield in the comp, and he's $1.71. I thought that this might be $1.40, something shorter, $1.71.
For 25, I love it.
This might be a bit early to pull the trigger on this.
Yep.
But at Marvel, I said we watched him on the weekend. I just think he's just going to go up and up and up.
Yep.
And I don't think the Giants are going to put as much time into him, are they?
They tagged Newcomb on the weekend. They put someone on him.
Don't know about stat, mate, but I would love to see his
Hard
record
tag.
at Marvel.
Yeah.
Loves Marvel, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Adores Marvel.
And then also, I like him because we said he'd be Mr. 20-1. He did it 15 times last year. For a goal, he's $1.50. Just makes the most of his chances. So I just think that, even if we just have Bont a couple of goals, Bont just makes the most of his chances. Toby Green for goals. There's so much here. It's just annoying it's the first game.
Do you remember last year, about middle of the year in the 100K, we used to do the reverse 100K where we went heavy at the start and tried to go down? Stay tuned. I'm going to put one of them on. Right at the end. Right at the end of the rabbit. It'll only go on the Discord.
I reckon we might do the V. So we'll go big, small, and then big again because we've got 2 big games on either side.
Ed, friend of the show too, will be on the show in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Will he? Yeah, he will. That's good. All right, let's move on to the next game, boys. Geelong and Fremantle at GMHBA. I cannot wait to see what the hell happens in this game. So last year, Freo went over there, got their asses absolutely handed to them. Murphy Reid kicked 4 1/4. That's right. The line, Geelong are favourite by 13.5 points. Over 2 goals at home. Some of us think that the Dockers might be the minor premiers. Think they might go on with it. 13.5. Oh, if you're a Freo backer, you would love this. Head-to-head, they're 265. Jeff, who do you like?
This is the only game I don't have a strong take on or just a real, I don't have a feeling on this.
Yep.
I think Freo will be primed to win this game. And I also think Geelong won't want to be 0-2. I thought Freo would win this game last year and the Cats dusted them by 70 points.
Yep.
So it's such a tough game to pick what's going to happen because we haven't seen Freo yet and we have seen Geelong. Everyone's going to be spying on Freo. But yeah, so I really don't know what to do. But my favourite legs are probably Caleb Sarong, 25, or Ollie Dempsey for a goal.
Yep.
Dempsey goal. Out the back.
He's a freak.
Out the back.
Which is probably too short, is it, for one?
Yeah, he would be.
He started our us being idiots and just pulling the wrong leg at the end.
stiff.
He was at 0 goals at halftime. He kicked 4 second half, but I'm trying to get stat mate up here. But he's kicked a lot of goals recently. He's kicked him against the Cats as well.
Yep.
Against the Dockers before, and then Caleb Sarong. The line's 26.5.
Yep.
Feels a bit low for me at Morgs.
Yep.
It feels way too low for me. He doesn't really go under 25 much. He had 27 last time he played in this fixture last year at GMHBA Stadium. He finished his season having a lot. 25's $1.53. 24's $1.40. These are good legs. So probably Caleb Sarong watch.
Yeah, I like it. Really keen to talk this game. Exactly what you said, Jev. Find this game really interesting, Dars. I'm not sure if you heard, but apparently Chris Scott actually got Ricky Ponting down into the building on Monday. I don't know why. I think it was obviously to give some sort of rev up, which is fitting because on Friday night they Greg blew it.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
So, but in seriousness, a couple reasons. So, Chris Scott, don't know if you saw the press conference. I'll get through this very quickly, but I found it interesting. He didn't seem worried whatsoever.
No.
Did not seem worried whatsoever.
He hasn't been in the building.
Was it because Jez wasn't there? Danger wasn't there? I don't know. It just made me confident he wasn't worried. So then I thought, okay, if Scotty's not worried, a rev up from punter, that probably would have helped put a rocket up him. So then I go, all right, well, I like the Cats at home. Then I looked at points bet as you just did, Das, and they're favourite by what, 12.5? 13.5. So then I look at it, I go, all right, well, I'll flip to Freo. Freo plus 24.5 is $1.42.
Ooh.
So I dead set flipped in the moment. There's no way the Cats are beating Freo. I mean, I know we haven't seen Freo yet, but hey, we've got to take some swings.
Isn't it such an NFL look at it?
24.5.
No, it is. It's like when you look at something and you're like, oh, if they're getting that much, well, I have to go them.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a cushion.
The Dockers can't wander down to the GMHBA and lose by 25 points, can they?
That was by 78 last year.
But that's last year.
Which is why you're like, it can't happen again.
You're correct. You're either hot or you're due.
Yeah.
I don't know. So again, I don't know what to do with it, but I flipped. I genuinely flipped as I looked at the
This
leg.
game stinks.
I like
tell you.
it.
It stinks
You
to
reckon it's
high
got
heaven.
stinky watch?
Yeah.
1 3 1 1 6 1 3 1 1 6 1 3 1 6 Pizza Hut delivery. We have to take Josh Tracy for 2 goals at $1.40. We spoke to the flap. Everyone's listened to the flap. Camera 1, 2, 3. And he just said he's a tough bastard.
Yep.
You don't want to get in his way. He's in the leadership group. I think he captained a couple of their community series games. Didn't look that confident in front of the microphone, but that's all right. He'll go there, the big beak. And I just think, we said, if they are to go as we think that they will, he has to kick more goals.
Yep.
So 2+ for Pizza Hut to open his account,
Good
Josh
stuff.
Tracy. So I actually went back because I was looking for a few of the jingles because I wanted to sing it. What actually was the Pizza Hut jingle? Boys, get a load of this. I watched an Australian Pizza Hut ad from 1996.
Okay.
It was a $4.95 lunch works box.
Okay.
8 different types of pizza, 2 different types of pasta, a choice of salad, and a selection of desserts, all you can eat for $4.95 in 1996. What a deal! What a deal!
Put that in the multi.
You could go in for the lunch works, $4.95, all you can eat between like
Wow.
12 to 2.
Incredible.
Wow.
Can you imagine the damage you would do there?
We should very quickly say Josh Tracy, we call him the Pizza Hut because his stat line for goals looks like 1-3-1-1-6-6. So, yeah, unbelievable.
We told Mudflap that nickname. He's like, oh, he'd hate that.
He'd hate that. Well, like we call him Pizza Hut. He's like, oh, he'd hate that.
That's good.
Oh, that was good.
he's in.
No more legs?
No more legs.
All right, sweet. Let's move on. Sydney, Brisbane, SCG. You guys have had the better of them at the SCG? No, that's right.
Gabba, they beat us at the SCG.
Yes. So this points, let's have a look. I had it written here. Oh, my God. Swans a favourite, minus 14.5. It's a lot. It's a big spread. Jev?
Belt to Ass season episode 2. Welcome to the sprint, Brisbane. Hope you can run because the Swans have built a track team ready to run. We all know I term the phrase the Showtime Swans, and now I'm seeing it everywhere.
Okay.
I'm seeing it everywhere. Our man Cheats and Type Media has started using it.
Showtime.
He started calling them Showtime Swans in his video.
Don't blame him.
Everyone has started using it. In 2024, I called them the 96 Bulls. We all remember when I called them the 96 Bulls?
Yep.
The 72 and 10 96 Bulls didn't lose the title. So that is gone. The Swans lost the title.
Yep.
This year, the 2026 Showtime Swans will be known as the 2000 LA Rams were known.
Okay.
The greatest show on turf, gentlemen. Welcome to the greatest show on turf. It's fast, it's exciting, it's blockbuster, it's Hollywood. It's the Showtime Swans, the greatest show on turf. Coining it now at round 1. After round 0,
all in on that.
The greatest show on turf.
Kick 12 goals in a quarter.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it is going to be the greatest show on turf all year. Chad, give me the Chad.
Yep.
The Swans played 2 bangers against the Lions last year. They lost to them by 4 points in round 1 and beat them at the Gabba by 2 points in round 21. In those 2 games, Chad had 20 and 2, 26 and 2.
Yep.
Thanks to Satmate, he's had 20 disposals 5 times in a row at the SCG and 24 times in a row against the Lions. We're getting $1.27 for 20 and $1.40 for a goal. $2.85 for 2 is also delicious when he's done
That
it.
is delicious.
If this was maybe a bit later, we'd take him for 2. $1.50 for 22 is nice as well. So I like the Chad. I like him for 20 and a goal, basically.
Yep.
I've got some more legs here. Do you want me to go? Or do you
Yeah,
want to
go.
Keep cooking.
Also, you'd think Josh Dunkley goes to Isaac Heaney, wouldn't he?
Yep.
These were Isaac's stats against the Lions last year. 23-2 in that first game. Fair game. 23-2 is a nice game.
Great game.
Then in round 21 at the Gabba, he had 23-5. He kicked 5 on the
That's right, I
Lions.
remember
He gave Harris Andrews, he gave them all a bath. And now there's no Darcy Gardner, no Harris Andrews, no Hugh McCluggage, none of these guys. 23-5 against them. Hello. $2 for 2, $4 for 3, $9.50 for 4, and $21 for 5 goals. Hello, Pullum Legs.
Yes.
Come to the Pullum Legs party. This is in your same game multi. Heaney for 4 at $9.50 after what he did. Or is it Charlie Curnow? No Harris Andrews or Gardner. $1.29 for 2, $1.83 for 3.
Yep.
They're the players I'm looking at. Chad, Heaney, Curnow.
That's the one I love. Charlie for 3.
Yep.
So that's a side that
Harris.
Carlton opened up against Brisbane the other year and kicked like 4 or 5 in the second half.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter. He can do it against anyone.
Yep.
And I feel that now they've got that first game off the back. A few less superstars. Like, he might kick 3 in the first half.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love that. Like, Morgs?
Yeah, all happy with them. John Wick,
Yep.
cheap trick.
Okay.
Hat trick,
Yes.
weak prick.
Okay.
Slick Rick,
Yep.
big kick. Angus, Sheldrick.
Nice.
Give me Gussie Sheldrick, 18 disposals. I'm using the lines this week, okay? I'm using these 15 to 20s. 18's $1.27.
Nice.
Last time against the Lions, he had 26. At the venue, his last 3, 23, 21, 24. You love this league, Jeff.
Yep.
Admit it.
I thought you were going to say Sandwich
Admit
and
it.
all your jokes. I
You
thought you were going to say
bastard.
Sandwich. I'm like, we're not putting Sandwich in the multi.
Nah, I wouldn't
Sheldrick,
put
I'm fine. I'm a big Sheldrick fan.
Gus Sheldrick, he's a man in form and he's got to go in. I think we've got to blood him now.
Yep. I'm happy to blood him.
Nice.
Give me Prince Charming, the man that's on the Reece Matheson diet.
Okay.
This man is huge. Give me Will Ashcroft.
Yep.
I love him for 25 at $1.31. It's going to be a superstar, mate, as you said in the middle. It's like a Royal Rumble. It's the last 6 of the Royal Rumble. There's going to be stars all in that centre clearance. So he's averaging 27.4 over his last 10 games. He had 30 in the grand final against the Swans. And he had 31 the last time they met. It's going to be a very hungry side after a loss on the weekend. He started really slow in that game. Just sort of prancing around. Yeah. So I think when the stats back up the form, we have to take the double norm.
Yes.
That's a very good point.
He just, we just got to back him until we see him fall off.
A little bit of lemon juice in the hair.
I think so, and a different cut. Just a bit of...
happy with himself watch.
He should be.
Very
if he's
happy
not happy with himself, who can be?
Yeah,
No,
so
can't.
true.
And then we move on to the other Saturday night game. Collingwood, Adelaide. It's actually a cracking round. There's just so
I thought the same thing.
This is...
Banger after banger.
This is Bang Watch. This is XNXX Watch. This is X Hamster Watch. Collingwood, Adelaide.
I like to watch.
It doesn't matter who they put out there for both sides. The Pies get it done. Nixie can't coach out of them. So who do we like in this one, Jeff?
Give me the Liver King.
Yeah,
I got to take the Liver King. He was so stiff to miss the pyramid. I can't wait to watch him. He's kicked 12 goals in his last 5 games. We're getting $1.60 for 2. I feel that's a must take. Adelaide will pose a much more offensive threat than the same old Saints did. And if Liver King gets his hands to as many balls as Cooper Sharman did, it'll be a different outcome.
Yeah, Clunk Watch.
Clunk Watch. Riley Thilthorpe, 2 snags, $1.60. Cheers.
The clunk beds. That's a great call, Jeff. I've gone Alex Bullen. So I'm just Neil or no Neil. You decide Neil or no
it's
Neil.
So good.
He's like creatine, the nibbler. They reckon it's good for you. It's cheap, but a lot of people don't believe in it. And I think you should believe in it. I think you should bet on it more. 17 and 20 his last 2 against Collingwood. He's $1.44. He's the kind of player I want to bet on early in the year. Just honest, reliable players. He should go in, and I think that's really good value. $1.44.
Yeah.
Really tag Nick. He's done the job on him before and got him before.
You have to. Don't get beaten by what you know. Just fucking try and hold him to 20.
But even if he is tagging, then I love it.
Yeah, we'll go back to that game. We will, when we pause this.
Just you wait.
Queen's birthday, he tagged him. He injured Nick that day, kept him like 19.
That's right.
But I want to know what he had that day.
Yeah, exactly right.
I would love to put this in. I'm not sure for how many. 1's really short, but 2 is a little bit better. Jordan Ngoe for a snag.
Yeah.
He kicked 3 last week. He's
looked great.
He's kicked 1 either time the last 2 times that he's played them, and he's kicked 6 out in his last 5 games at the MCG. He just does his best work at the G. And another one that just happens every single time, and I'm going to keep betting on it until he doesn't do it. Jordan Dawson for a snag.
Okay.
$1.87. Yep. Whenever they need him, they'll just put him a full forward. They put him to half back. He'll kick a goal from the midfield, but he always finds himself forward at some stage of the game whenever they need a settler, and he always kicks it. So $1.87. I love the skip to come in and kick one.
Will he get the Perryman treatment, the mascot?
Probably.
Probably has to. I think he might be a bit bigger and stronger and a better forward than Nass is and find ways to beat Perham in a different way.
Our mate Bally sent a voice message, one pissed and then one a little bit sober. But again, you feel that if Jordan Dawson gets a tag, the team's good enough to be like, oh, we're going to help you. Ben Keys will get in there.
Yeah.
You have I'm not sure whether Saligo will, but they got a few other guys that are happy to jump in there and put their body on the line. But I think the skip will be fine.
What's the line in this game?
The line's Collingwood a favourite by 4.5 points.
Oh, geez, I like that.
Just a spare a thought for Saints fans too. I think they didn't deserve that. We said it's going to be a fun year for the Saints. Platform 28 stocks dropped on Monday. I don't know if you saw when the market opened, but shit, it was low. I just think share a thought for Saints fans. But also the $1.60 is that one every year. It's like the Jesse Hogan, it's the Sam Darcy. You have to gobble that up.
Yeah, so before you miss it,
Rolling multi returns next week. That would be in their $1.60. You just have to gobble that up.
We have to.
Spoiler alert, that'll be in the multi.
Okay, done. All right, boys, we're going to break it up before we get into the Sunday games. We're going to play a quick game.
This is on Car Crash Watch.
This is on Bomb Watch.
And we've got 3 cameras to prove.
1, 2, 3. I might even turn this camera on, just watch me bomb, just straight from the laptop.
Oh, God.
We're going to play a game of 9 lives. Everyone, boys, say it with me. 9 lives. All right, so how it works. It's a game that we saw online in the off-season. So I count down from 3, 3, 2, 1. We're all just going to say a footballer.
Yep.
Current
footballer until hopefully after the 9th attempt, we can all narrow it down to the same one. So it has to be current players. So for example, if we go 3, 2, 1, I said Fev, you said Buddy, you said Chris Judd, we would look at each other like, all right, let's go more forward because it was 2 to 1 forward.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk.
Yeah.
You just go 3, 2, 1 name.
And it's just
you got to work together.
Hopefully for our ratings, we get it by about the 5th.
I'm going to do our 9 X's.
Okay.
This is good.
We're going to start.
All right.
We're going to need your lamb.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Christian
George
Petrarca.
Wardlaw.
Who'd you say?
George Wardlaw.
Nick Watson.
Christian Petrarca.
Okay.
No, I got one.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Clayton
Jalen
Oliver.
Humphrey.
Bailey Humphrey, Jackins, Clayton Oliver. Okay, I see what you two are picking. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Toby
Cosmo
Green.
Pickett.
Pickett, Toby Green, Neil Bullen. Okay. 3 X's.
Here we go.
Hang on.
3, 2, 1. Charlie
Isaac
Cameron.
Rankin.
Charlie Cameron.
Isaac Rankin.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Jamie Elliott.
That's all right. That's all right.
All right.
Here we go.
Hang on. 3, 2, 1.
Shy
Isaiah
Bolton.
Dudley. Oh, what'd you say?
Isaiah Dudley.
I said Tom Papley.
I said Shy Bolton. Oh, damn it.
Good areas.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
All right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Riley West.
I said Matty Roberts.
Fuck.
All right. That's all good. All good.
3, 2, 1.
Ed
Willem Drew.
Richards. Who'd you say?
Tim English.
I said Ed Richards.
Willem Drew.
This might be cut watch.
Cut watch. Having 1, 2, 3, 4. This is sticky.
3, 2, 1.
Cut
Jake
watch.
Waterman. Oh, we didn't get it. Righto, it is Sunday. Let's get into it. So North Melbourne, Port Adelaide at Marvel Stadium, boys. This should be an absolute cracker. Barn burner. Port are getting minus 8.5 points. North Melbourne, $2.35. Jev, you'll be taking some North Melbourne defenders, I'm assuming.
I hope I'm not stealing your thunder here, but I just want to have hard-earned Australian dollars on Zack Butters. He is just fucking primed to explode, and I want to put my money on him. I'm sorry. I just want to put so much cash on him. It's not funny.
Yep.
I'm looking at him right here. I was looking at him. His line's 28.5. His last 3 games, he had 35, 29, and 29.
Yep.
He looked great in the State of Origin. He looks happy. He's in contract year.
Yep.
He doesn't know what he's doing. North don't defend enough to stop Zack Butters.
Yep.
This, he's only paying $1.44 to kick a goal. He's not a well-known goal kicker, that's an underbet. But anyway, 28.5, 25 watch, anything around there. I just want to have some hard-earned cash on Zack Butters. $1.40 for 26.
And if Port are going to be on stink watch, this is a game. It's a winnable game. It's just all the touches.
I think they're certainties.
Yeah, I agree.
I just think they're crook North Melbourne.
What's your favourite comedy movie?
Step Brothers, maybe. Super bad.
It's got to be Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore was probably my favourite movie ever.
Tell you George Michiadis's, dude, where's my core? He will go to Aiden Core this weekend, lick his lips,
give him the business.
and bang 6 through. Big Causer is not ready for this. Will he go to Core, do you think? I did just fit the joke, but
Pink
Probably.
Core.
Pink Core, it's
Pink
one of them.
Pony Club
Do you know what?
Core.
He'll probably kick 2 on each. Okay, so
Yeah.
have him for 2, and he'll have it on each of the 3 big defenders. So
like
we
that.
have to bet on George Michiadis this week. I think, as you said, Porter certainties. I
Is
agree.
he back playing? Is he
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
he's
How
good to
else
go.
is he going to celebrate Stephen May retiring?
Yeah,
Other than
exactly
kicking
right.
6 on Aiden Core.
Correct him
Yeah.
Monday.
Jev, yeah. This is a man that runs harder than a 10-year-old Nick knocking for the first time. He goes coast to coast like butter on toast. The kamikaze in teal. The head harder than steel. Zack Butters for 25 and
Well
1.
done.
Now, I love him for 1 goal.
Yes.
Because last year he only kicked 1. And he said he's not a notable goal kicker.
Yep.
He kicked 1 in the State of Origin. He went forward. He's got multiple games with kicking 2 goals against North.
Yep.
That's why I like it. He's averaging 27.3 disposals over his last 40 games.
Okay.
That's why I like his over as well. I think, again, Brownlow year potentially and contract year. Players just go berserk.
Yep.
He could have 40. Remember when Melbourne were at the peak of their powers? He had like 41
Yeah,
in the wet.
I
So I
remember.
like that. Also, I've got one here. This is a watch. Maybe not a bet. That Cooper Trembath.
Yep.
He's played 3 games and kicked 9 goals.
Trembathius.
Yes.
He comes out and sneezes 3. Who'd you say farts 25? Someone. This man walks onto the field and kicks 3. Again, this is just a watch for the personals, but he's 285 for
Pull
3.
him leg. There's your pull him leg.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a Mason Wood type leg. He's one that the bookies will just never respect.
Yeah.
So gobble until you can't.
Yeah.
Nice. We can't have Zack Butters at $1.44 for a goal.
Nah.
No, that's too short. For a guy that kicked 1 goal for the whole season last year.
Maybe for
can't-
$2, $1.80.
No, he's $3 for 2, isn't
No,
he?
leave it alone. Pull him
Yeah.
leg. Pull it now.
Actually, could be a great. Yeah, $3. Yeah, done. Let's get into the next game, boys.
I put it before I put it on.
Melbourne and St Kilda. So the Saints have to win this, don't they? The line's only 9.5. 9.5.
I'm scared Nas runs the football club, Morgs.
Okay.
I'm scared they've given him too much power. Look, I've been sourced a pretty reliable rumour here.
Okay.
When they were selling the dream to Nas to get him to re-sign last year, they were showing him the future of the Saints on a whiteboard, like what they thought their future was.
Yep.
And I was told Marcus Windhager wasn't in the side, like their future plans, and that is Nas's best mate. Best mate in the whole world, and like when they're like, this is the midfield, the future mid, and Windhager wasn't in the
Truthfully
side.
sourced?
Truthfully
Like,
sourced.
this is not Ricky Ponting
No,
style?
this isn't a gag. Nas's best mate. So now all of a sudden, Marcus Windhager is just a midfielder and doesn't tag anyone, which is his one wood. And Nick Dacos has run around and had 41 touches, and Windhager had an Adam Chera style 29.
Okay.
I'm scared. I'm just connecting some dots here.
Yep.
I'm scared Nas is too powerful at this footy club. And he's like, I'm only re-signing if Marcus Windhager becomes a midfielder and stops being a tagger. Because his one wood is stopping blokes.
Yes.
And it's just a watch for me.
Yeah, it's a heat check.
It's a heat check.
I love
It's
that.
just a watch. But saying that,
That's really good from you.
give me Jack Steele. I love revenge games.
Yep.
He will be fucking filthy playing this game.
Yep.
I think I've stolen your leg.
Yep.
He hates Ross Lyon.
Yep.
He dead sets hates Ross Lyon and will want this so badly. He'll want to win this game so badly. He can end the Saints season this weekend.
Yep.
You said them to 0-2. And you've lost to Collingwood and Melbourne. It's trouble watch.
Yep.
St Kilda won't worry about him in the slightest. Imagine Ross Lyon will not give a fuck about him.
He didn't give a fuck about Nick.
They
He's not
didn't
going to give a fuck about Steele.
They didn't give a fuck about Josh. They didn't give a fuck about Jordan De Goey. Do you think he's going to care about Jack Steele? I hope he goes off. His line is 23.5. I like the over at $1.87 or 22's $1.50. I think Jack Steele's in for a big game. This could be a 30 watch for Jack Steele. That could be a pull and leg for your same gamers. Jack Steele 30 touch. I'm sorry I just stole your leg.
No, it's a great. I don't
Should've
like
spoken.
it. I love it.
You had to go there. You
Yeah,
had to go there. I
I'm
love it.
all in on Jack Steele to end the Saints season.
Yeah, well done.
Morgs.
I'm all Saints here. So the Saints, what they spend 1.3 mil on TDK, like stuff like that.
1.8.
They have to win early. 1.3. That's still. I wouldn't get your dinner at Nando's, but it's still a lot of cash. They have to respond, and the man to respond is Cooper Sharman. Don't know if you saw it.
Man.
He looked like Matera of the Peter variety.
So Boxall.
And Phil.
So Boxall was trying to sit on heads, left, right and centre.
He's a goal scorer, but what I'm looking at this year is forwards for touches, okay? I'm zigging when everyone else is zagging, or I'm zagging when you're zigging. Either. He's a goal scorer. I think he would have kicked 2 on the weekend. He looked buff, really like him. Had Sam Darcy last week for touches. He had his 10, Kashish. Forwards for cash. His last 7, 13, 17, 16, 10, 10, 10, 14. Okay? So it's all there. Just for 10, Cooper Sharp, I think you get about $1.40. But I think it's a great leg. $1.40 is my prime leg. I just love that price point, Darts.
Just a prime leg.
So Sharp for touches. Who else is betting on that?
I will now.
Correct. Us.
Just us two.
His parents were behind us.
Fantastic.
They'll be on it today.
Fantastic. But his dad was bald. I'm not sure he was bald before the game, but he was pulling his hair out, watching him get his hands to him and drop him. He was bald after the game.
He was kicking the back of my seat every time he missed one. Fuck! And I was like,
his mum was so nice.
Give me the man that has arguably the best calves in the AFL. Wore the candy cane last year, and I said it was the best kit that they wore all year. Jack Sinclair for 25 touches. Went into the midfield a lot more. For 25 is $1.29. He's 100% in each of his last 5 games against Melbourne. He's averaged over 28.5 in his last 10 at the G. He had 35 on the weekend.
Yep.
For 35 again in the personals, if he so happens to do it again, it's $4.40.
Oh, nice.
That's a big price point. He might go off again. No one's going to go to him. No one's got to go to him. With Petrarca and Oliver out, you feel that, well, I guess we don't know how King's going to go, but you imagine he's just going to let the kids just try and run him off their legs.
He said on the radio on Gaz and Tim today that he's not going to tag anyone.
There you go. Okay. So he's going to let the kids go.
He's not going to tag anyone. He's like, I've got to trust my system and what we've done pre-season. He goes, we'll have guys ready to go, but yeah.
I think with...
And if they're going to tag, it's going to be nass if he's going berserk before they go Jack Sinclair.
I think the way Jack Sinclair can play, it can be like that Zorko. No matter where he is, if they turn, kick it to him.
Yeah,
he's like your best kick.
Great call.
He could just keep getting it again and again, going down the field. So $4.40, if he does it again 2 weeks in a row for 35, just to watch.
Wouldn't it be great if King came out and just hard clamped? Like just
got him off the scent a little bit.
And PSA, Saints fans, please come out. Like last week was so good, showed out. It's the Saints year. Please get to the G.
There was a guy that got kicked out 10 times near us.
He was the Saints aren't allowed to play night games anymore. They were too fucking drunk. They were fucking smashed,
The Saints are up and about.
They were happy.
Get to the G.
They were pissed.
Boys, let's get into the final game.
Cash watch.
Do you have a belt on you? Do you have a belt? Belt to ask, Jev. The Suns versus the West Coast Eagles. So I feel this is going to be a little bit of ramble style as we do this game because this is the Golden Goose game.
Have we not started the ramble?
No, but there is so many good legs in this. Jev, who do you like?
Well, take your fucking pick.
I know.
Noah Anderson's line is 30.5. He got tagged last week, a hard tag. He kicked 1 goal, 4 and had 24 touches. We spoke to Mudflat Waterman and he said they won't tag anyone and they'll back their system as well, see how it's going. They don't really have a tagger on their list.
Yep.
That screams a Noah Anderson 30.
Yes.
He's had 36, 30 and 33 his last 3 games against the Eagles.
Yep.
It feels like 30 plus for Noah Anderson. People's first stadium. You go, we'll come back to me. You go.
Yeah, so this is just an algorithm play from me, which we've come to love.
Exactly. Algorithm.
So the line is 62.5.
Yeah.
Right? The under-over is 185.
Yeah.
So they're still saying West Coast will get there, 70? 60? They're going to lose by 60 points, but the line is 185.
So it's going to be 120 to 60.
About that.
Basically.
So we're still getting 60. Who's kicking their goals? It's the Flappiest.
I was hoping you're going to start singing it.
Sorry, I should have. But it has to be, doesn't it? So just mud flap. Because I thought this would be ramblish, and I know it's disposals, but I like looking at the loser because all the Suns' legs are going to hit. Mm-hmm. But I think we have to have Waterman for what? 2?
Yeah.
2 or 3.
The Cats kicked junk time goals the other day.
Yeah.
Like that was ass kick watch. It was at 85 points at 3/4 time.
And we just know
in the third quarter.
He will not stop presenting.
Well, will not. And he can win 1-on-1s, 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s.
So I just have to have him in.
Tell me the one of these legs that's going in, boys. Is it John Noble for a snag? Or is it Dan Rioli for a snag?
I got that written down.
Because halfbackers kick snags and they're both $3. Pick one.
I've got that written
John
down.
Noble kicked 2 on the weekend. If we're looking for a leg, these guys, they run so hard forward. So we're taking one of them. I like Zambrero.
There's a pull them just quietly have to both halfbackers.
To win the 100K, we need to take risks. John Noble had 28 and 2 last week. He's paying $3.10 to kick 1 or $12 to kick 2 like he did last week. Like, what else I say? Ben King, it says banking here, that's why. Like Ben King
Thank you. That's great.
That's great.
banking. Yeah. Ben King
Genius.
is paying $1.36 to kick 3, which he will, or you take Global Noble $3.10 to kick 1.
Yep.
Dan Riolo the same. He missed his shot on goal last week, but he's paying $3.30 anytime. Zeke Hewlin Morgs.
My man.
He had 16 disposals on debut last week and got a second half bath from Ollie Dempsey, who kicked 4 in the second half on him. He's paying $2.25 for 16 again.
Yep.
$2.25 for 16. Nice. I just think it's money for Jam. I'm not going to lie. Lesser opponent, second game. He'll get some easier touches when they're up. They'll want to get him more touches, more game time.
Dimmer
16 for $2.25.
Yep.
I just love it.
I'm actually so in on that.
Yeah.
Lewis?
No, I just want you to let you cook.
I've got you go.
We're taking our man. If he kicks 4 in practically a half, or he could have had 4 in the first quarter against the Cats, this is going... The ball comes out and they look for him over Ben King. Ben King takes like the biggest defender out, and whoever Bailey gets. He's $5.25 for 4.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I think that's a lock. I've got written down there who the hell is playing on Bailey Humphrey.
Who?
The only matchup I wouldn't like is Ruben Jimby.
He's too big.
He just flies around. He's light and quick. He's the only matchup I wouldn't like on Bailey.
The ball's going to be coming in off turnover so fast. That's it. When they got the ball, it was just flying down, and they were all of them.
Yeah, you're right.
They try and guard space.
He was too good on the ground, in the air.
Their foot skills are too good.
Yeah.
Can I float as well? Don't you saw his interview with Lynchy afterwards? But you could clearly tell, and it's one to ask him on air, but he probably doesn't want to say it publicly, and I don't blame him. He clearly wants to be in the midfield more.
Yeah.
Is this the game where he does get that? Where Dimmer goes, right, I'll go, cut your teeth a little bit against the Eagles? Like, I'm just looking at 16 disposals, $1.83. He had 15 last week, played predominantly forward. Does he go more midfield and does Petrarca get a little bit of a lighter game?
I reckon they still run Petrarca in the midfield. Yeah.
Job's done by half time, isn't it?
Yeah, I just reckon once you've got the kid going off forward, like the confidence was there, they could just create something.
Well, he kicks 4 and 16.
Yeah, I like 4 goals. Jev?
How much is too much to bet on the Suns to win by? They were 85 points up against the Cats in the middle of the third quarter on the weekend. It could have easily been 100+ points.
Yep.
They're paying $3 to win this game by 80+ points. Minus 79.5 is $3. When do you start going, oh, that's a little bit too much? Or is it like, nah, this is going to be belt to ass?
I'd back him for 80.
You considering last week, Bailey Smith, Max Holmes, Tanner Bruin all basically had 30+. Yep. They won the centre bounce clearances. They won total clearances, and they were down by 85 points. I would like to think Gold Coast will win clearances in this game. They're going to play a lot of kids, the Eagles. I don't know. I just reckon this could be belt to ass watch.
I think it could be 60-3 at quarter time.
Jesus.
I think it could be 10 goals at halftime for sure. 10 goals at halftime, and it could just then sit between 80 and 90 points.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean last game.
We are loading up on this game.
Any other legs, Morgs?
I wrote down here as well to ask who the hell is playing on Bailey Humphrey.
Yeah,
I want to know. He's kicking Sags. Well, let's put this multi on.
Let's put it on.
Let's go to work.
It's actually going to be such a good multi.
All right, boys.
We're right back.
StatMate makes AFL player stats easy. At the click of a button, you can discover insights like you've never seen before. Disposals and goals to fantasy points, how a player performs at a certain venue, or even when a teammate is out through injury, StatMate has you covered. Don't waste your time. Become an expert in just a few taps of a button. AFL player stats and insights thanks to your new best mate. Download StatMate for free today.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, boys, we are back to 100K multi 4-0.
We didn't announce it last night. Welcome to The Ramble. It's a soulful tune.
Ramble.
Isn't the Ramble after we start 100K?
It starts now.
Oh, right.
All right, so the Ramble, ring-a-ding-ding, the Ramble officially starts now. The sting is awesome. Boys, Jev, read out the multi for round 1, and then we're going to get into some shit talking, even more.
Fuck.
So you need $10.13, odds boosted, to win $100,000 and $37.
Feels like the one.
Pumped about this.
So, first game, Sam Darcy 2, Jesse Hogan 2, Ed Richards 20.
I like it.
Great start.
Caleb Sarong 24, Josh Tracy 2, Fremantle plus 29.5.
29 we got, did we?
29.5.
Good bet.
Sheldrick for 18, Kerno for 3, Chad for 20 and 1, Ashcroft for 24.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it. We teased him down the 1.
Riley Thilthorpe to kick 2, Zack Butters to have 27, Jack Steele to have 21. And now into the creme de la creme, the main event.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't even.
Christian Petrarca, 25 touches.
Did it last week.
Tom McCarthy, 20 touches.
You'll get a lot
So
of it.
weedish.
John Noble to kick his snag, $3.10.
Did 2 last week.
Over 185 and a half.
Feels good.
Gold Coast minus 65 and a half.
Great bets.
Noah Anderson for 30 touches.
Yep.
Zeke Hewlin for 16 touches.
Big boy.
Drum roll.
And our man, right before his second on air of the year, Bailey Humphrey to kick 4 snags.
Come on.
Kick 4. He had 3 at half time. He had 4 by half time. He was dominant. So Bailey Humphrey to kick 4 again. Who the hell is playing on him? If we make it to that game, my God, I'll be excited.
Ducky, dude.
Can you imagine that pod the next day?
Oh. And the on air.
Oh,
Grills in your teeth.
mate.
Stop it, bitch.
That would be so good. I like the multi.
I love it.
I like the multi. We will put out some other bets on the hub as well. More.
Got some feedback last week. Didn't put the bet on the screen. Reason we didn't do that is we started doing it and there's always a change to the multi. We'll go back to it.
Yeah.
Put it on the screen.
We're on the screen. Done.
It's on the screen. All right, boys, let's get into it. Thursday night footy. I'll be there and I'll increase the lead for us for most games attended in the AFL. We've attended 5 out of 6 games, which is pretty good. It's a good start.
It's a great strike
Might have to
rate.
go Saturday.
Yep.
Friday night as well.
I wouldn't mind going to GWS Dogs. 12:30 start in Marvel Saturday.
See some points.
Some
It's like a basketball game.
Let's get into it. Carlton, Richmond, Jev.
I've had a take for a couple of years now that I don't think I'll ever see the Bombers win a flag in my lifetime. The way they're stuck in their 80s and 90s, the way they still pray at the altar of James Hird and Kevin Sheedy, the way they are stuck in the past. The old boys run the club. They aren't progressive enough. Players don't really like playing there. They don't attract massive free agents. They don't go there. I'm starting to think the same about Carlton. I don't think we'll ever see Carlton win a premiership in our lifetime. There's no more sensitive, badly run old boys club than Carlton. They couldn't have had a worse weekend. First, a story breaks that they contacted Craig McRae in the offseason to come and coach the club. What in the Mick Malthouse is that? Trying to pay for Collingwood's coach. Why did it have to break the week of opening round? That tells you right there and then that Michael Voss is actually not the coach of the future. And he's just sitting on a seat for no reason. And it tells you that the coach of the football club isn't actually the boss of the football club and can't set his own standards. It's the guys at the top and the board and the old Carlton Mafia that run the club, and Vossi is just a pawn in the football club. You chose Voss over Curnow, and now Voss is fired if you lose this game on Thursday. Secondly, an ex-captain, ex-All-Australian and champion person of your club says the most accurate, honest and refreshing take about the Blues that every supporter agreed with that was aired on the DDF podcast. And now the pathetic, sensitive, emotional football club has pulled him from a club function for his comments. I know it isn't good business for the 100k pod considering you two are Blues supporters, and it might be the best thing for this pod that the Blues winning a flag. I just don't think we'll ever see it in our lifetime. And if anyone has the take that they got amazing building blocks with Jagger and Harry Dean and stuff, you had the same building blocks with Crips, Weeder and Curnow, Mackay and Walsh, and you missed it. You missed your chance. Your ceiling was a prelim final weekend, and that is done now. Thoughts, boys?
Any legs for the game?
Fuck. It's very hard to argue with. We don't have a leg to stand on, really. I mean, again, I would have loved if Carlton came out and almost backed. I thought Vossi handled it really well today in his press conference. I almost would have loved if we sort of agreed with him. But yeah, I agree. I think we've handled this poorly, and I don't have anything else to say.
Why are we contacting Craig McRae?
I only heard that just then.
See, that part doesn't bother me. Like clubs, it'd be different if they're just sitting on their hands. Like at least they're trying to do something. You know what I mean? That doesn't. Yeah, it's great. It's not great that it got out, but all clubs would do it. The Sam Mitchell stuff came out. So much more shit goes on that we don't hear about. I think you got to be ruthless. You have to be. Just give Craig McRae a call. See what the market is. I don't hate that, but the rest of it is not good, Das.
Yeah, none of them speak truthfully anyway. Michael Voss, all the questions to him, he's just got to bat a straight bat. It's like, just fucking win.
One thing I will say,
just win.
Our ceiling was the prelim final. Obviously, we were there at the Gabba, Das. Pies played in that grand final. That would have been a cracker of a grand final. And it's just one of the best things about sport and AFL, the fact that it's a knockout. If we made that grand final, it would have been a classic. I have no doubt about it. But we were so outclassed by the Lions in the prelim, we never got to see it. So it does go to show I love the single knockout of finals. And that's my final up for the night.
Is it your board and the old Carlton boys that are holding you back from getting to premierships?
That's everything.
I don't know. I honestly don't. I think you're right. I think it's everything. And Vossi said that today. Vossi said it is absolutely everything.
Yeah, it's a mixture. Like Charlie said he wasn't ready, and he's like, no, you got to play. And he's like, well, I don't want to play, and then other players are like, no, why are you doing this? And everyone gets finger pointing, and it's just toxic.
We've gone on the roundabout, but you're 100% right, Jeff. At the end of the day, maybe Vossi isn't in charge. So Vossi's trying to single-handedly change the culture, which he said today about Doc, but maybe he just can't.
I think the same, and I think the exact same with Brad Scott at Essendon. He's actually not in charge. He's actually not the coach. He's just a puppet of the above, and he's trying to be the coach. And when he starts going well, they'll pull him back or take the credit and stuff, and they'll go, we want James Hird back. Like, it's just an old boys club. Yep. And it's like, sorry, I'll go again. When Leicester City won the Premier League title at 5,000 to 1, they created history. Yes. When LeBron James led the Cleveland Cavs from 3-1 down to beat the Warriors in the NBA championship, they created history, being the first team to do it. When Maccabi Diva won its third Melbourne Cup in a row, sports history was created, being the first horse to do it.
The Blues are going to win the flag.
Boys, we are witnessing history this week. The first player ever to poll 5 Brownlow votes in one game, Jagger Smith, because Dar said he will be on 5 Brownlow votes after round 1, and he's better than these players. Soligo, DeGoey, Nick Martin, Sam Durham, Andrew Brayshaw, Ollie Dempsey, Dan Rioli, Josh Ward, Nick Watson, Cam Zerhard, Tim Tarano, Sam Flanders, Jack Sinclair, Harley Reid, Nick Blakey, Cody Waitman, and the list goes on. It's so many more. I thought Blues fans were putting too much pressure on the kid before his first game and should have let him just be a rookie. But considering you guys did that, when the tough gets going, the tough went missing. In the third quarter against the Swans, when they piled on 12 goals, Jagger Smith, 4 touches, 2 turnovers. So I'm expecting the best on 3 Brownlow vote performance on this weekend, and him clearly to be better than Sam Laylor, stats and eye test, or we need to start having the bus conversation.
Heat check?
We need to have the bus conversation from your expectations.
The bus?
Bust.
Oh, bust.
We got to start talking bust. From your expectations.
The best leg of 2026 is officially here. It's Jagger for 30. So we've had it written up for 2 years, essentially.
So it wasn't last week, it's this week?
Well, it was in the first 2 games. Our source told us he'll have 30 within his first 2 games. 27 last week. It's only $2.40. It was $3, $6 something last week. So $2.40, double your money.
Yep.
And another one we have to look here. This is the game where Crips actually goes to work. So he's averaged 32 disposals in his last 10 games against the Tigers. 285. After a shocker last week, I'd like to see that he can run out the full game, even kick a few goals. So they're the 2 big legs I'm going to double up on Thursday night. Jagger, 30, into Crips, 30.
Would you have hard-earned dollars on Carlton minus 18.5 points?
I was just about to say,
is that the line?
I adore the Richmond plus 18.5.
Oh, this is a dead set coin toss.
Because even if Carlton come out and turn it around, there's no chance that Richmond don't have a flurry with their young kids.
Of course they're going to have a flurry.
They're too young to know they're no good.
It's going to go.
They mightn't be no good.
And the crowd gets them going.
Hammer the 18.5.
Any other legs in this one?
Oh, I'll look at Sam Laylor for sure.
I'll move on.
I haven't got his legs yet. I got
my eye on Friday night.
Was that?
I got my eye on Friday night.
You do?
Yeah.
Let me just quickly just look at Sam Laylor's not named. Maybe he's under an injury cloud. So.
All right, let's get into it. Hawthorn and Essendon. Some young kids for the Bombers. Nida will be stoked. The line is 28.5, $1.22 versus $4.10. Jev, who do you have?
You know when you can see a take coming around the corner? I reckon I've got a take that I'm seeing from a mile away. An absolute mile away. If Essendon win this game of football, we'll see Hawthorn supporters say they want to leave Dingley. They won't take their loss like men. They'll blame the wind at Dingley for going 0-2. I'm telling you, watch it happen. Watch Jared Waitley. Watch Call Up Radio. If they lose this game, they'll start blaming the wind at Dingley and they'll want to go back to Glenn Waverley. They think they're like in the Brisbane business. They're in the premiership business. They're not. They're no good, but they're going to blame Dingley that they can't kick. And if it's not the Bombers this week, it's the belt to our Swans the week after, and we'll give them the belt. It's the greatest show on turf, the Swans. Watch, I can see it come from a mile away. Hawk supporters are going to start calling SEN and saying, we've moved out to Dingley and it's too bloody windy and we can't kick anymore. Watch this take happen within the next 10 days.
I love your take on the take, personally.
Yeah.
The wind at Dingley.
They'll start whinging. I'm telling you. I can see it from a mile away.
The wind might start in round 2.
It might.
Legs?
Nah, I got nothing. I stuck at that.
I'm on Watson watch.
Yes.
I know this is your area. He is so due for a bag. As you said on the Sunday roast, he did some freakish things that not many people on the globe can do. And I think he could torment the Bombers. Like, he's so due. So ladder watch is 3 for 325, 4 is 650, and 5 is 15. I like all of that, and I'm laddering.
Yeah. I like, take your pick out of all of them. I think I'm just going to ladder him. I'm going to ladder Guinea. Like, even just getting 2 goals for Guinea, for Dill Moore as well, especially after being in the news.
Yep. Well, scissors.
Trying him scissor, which is very funny. 2 goals, 270, 3 goals, 650, 4 goals, 17. Remember that game? We were there. He kicked like 5 and had 25. Remember Dill Moore?
Yeah.
5 and 25. Like he's got that in his.
Yep.
So 4 goals is $17. Some of these off-platform guys, don't just think it has to be just the big key forwards or the mids to get all the touches. I've got no idea who the hell's playing for the Bombers.
Well, I like
He's
the
all team off platform.
I like the Bombers 28.5 points, plus 28.5.
That's a great
I
call
like
from
that line. I like Sam Durham. He's a dog. He's $2, 2 goals, $3.40. I
adore-
20.5 of his line. That's a great bet. Sam Durham over 20.5. $1.87.
Zach Merritt to show out against his side.
Well, yeah.
I actually,
They could let Zach Merritt run around and have 40 in this.
I like the Hawks minus 28.5.
I actually really enjoyed, I think I'm becoming a bit more of a Bomber fan when I heard the fact that Nate Caddy said at the Secret Santa, they gifted him a Hawthorn signed jersey.
Signed Jack Ginnivan jersey.
That is funny.
They just had a laugh.
I like that.
Funny. That is
I
very
like that
funny.
internally.
Yeah,
What
I
is
agree.
it? What's better? What's a better result? If Sam Mitchell tags him and he has like 13 touches, they're like, yeah, we know this bloke's a fucking gun. It's why we tried to get him.
Yep.
Or he lets him run around and have 40.
Tag him, try and get him for cheaper at the end of the year.
I think it's more fun if they let him go.
Yeah, and just go.
For-
but
for
the
us.
Hawks fans will just be seething in the stands if he has 40. Won't
He'll
they?
go up and shake his hand after.
But if it's 40 and a loss, they might go, we played it perfectly.
Oh, yeah, I like it. I like your thinking.
So we're going to ladder smalls. We'll get on some
Always.
tolls. That's it, boys. Let's put a bow on it.
Tattoo that on my ribs.
Do it. Put it on a cap.
Blues, Richmond.
Lose by 10. It's going to be tough.
Just
We're
win.
going to get done. Just win.
Just win. If they lose, will Michael Voss be the coach?
He won't last much longer. Especially the stretch was meant to be not that hard. And if you lose that, you lose North. I think we've got a belt to ask potentially Adelaide to gather round. If it's 5 and zip, he's gone.
Oh, my God.
Who coaches? Is it Simpson? He's in the building.
Yeah, I don't know.
gonna-
That's what it says.
Lose by 10.
Swans beat the Lions by about 20 points. Belt to ask episode 2. Yeah, are you guys watching any Maher and Gazy yet?
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch the man.
2 hours a day. You're 4 hours behind as we record this. You guys got to have to catch up. Chili, baby back ribs.
What are you prepared to lose today? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.